everybody, this is Bo. We're back in the Sports Lounge, man. We are coast to coast, north, east, west, south, everywhere else you can pick the signal up. And, guys, we're going to go right from here, Detroit, Michigan, and we're going to head out to talk to somebody in the IFL. That's right, guys. We love the IFL and mixed martial arts. And right now we've got one of the best. His name's LC Davis. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Hey, man, you got a nice resume. You've had some really nice fights. You've got a great reputation. How did it all come about?
I started fighting probably about 3 years ago. I had just finished my college wrestling career, and I was just finishing up school, coaching wrestling, and one of my friends started fighting, and it looked like fun, so I decided to try it out, and been doing it ever since.
I mean, you got a very impressive record. I mean, 9-1 ain't shabby.
Well, yeah. Not bad. I'm off to a good start, I guess you could say.
Absolutely. And I think the foundation in wrestling has really helped out. I mean, most wrestlers that we interview or talk about, or even coaches that we talk across the country, wrestling is such a tough sport for training that it's got to be a perfect tie into what you do in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, definitely. I think my wrestling background helps me more than anything. One, the competition, going through all the matches, helps prepare you for, the competition and the crowd and fighting. Also, the training that wrestlers go through. I think wrestling is one of the hardest, sports to train for, and so is MMA. So it just ties in together real good.
The thing I love about mixed martial arts is you get a chance to see everybody's talent, all styles, and in-depth training practices, because there's so much involved in not only your style and your discipline, but how much training you do leading up to each event. In the IFL, you just have a grueling schedule of nonstop fights where you get into let's say a brawl. The next couple of days you're trying to recover, and right away you're training again. How's that been going for you?
It's going good, man. Like you said, we do have a very hard training regimen. And I think that's the hardest part about this sport is just, being able to train all the different skills, the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling, the stand-up, the striking, and, training so hard and just trying to stay healthy, so you can go out and perform to the best of your ability is pretty much the hard part. So training's the hard part, and really the fight is like the reward at the end.
Now, when you were wrestling in college, what was the biggest thing you gained from those years in wrestling in college?
I think just the competition, just going out in college wrestling, you're competing against, the top wrestlers in the nation. You're wrestling, 5 to 6 matches a week, maybe more. So, I mean, it's just a lot of competition. I think that's the biggest thing I gained from it. And it just helps me with the nerves and stuff like that going into fights that, I've known I've had, thousands and thousands of wrestling matches. So, I mean, I'm a little comfortable going into a fight,
Well, I love the fact that you said nervous, because I know when I was training in martial arts and we were just doing it in the dojo, I was always nervous, even though this is the guy I go out drinking with. We laugh all the time. When we strap it on and I have to go contact, I always get a little nervous. I'm not scared. It's just I'm trying to figure out what he's going to throw first. And it's nice that you came clean with that. I appreciate that, because you guys come.
Oh, yeah, that's natural, man. No one, a lot of people say they're going to get hit and beat up, but, I mean, the average person is going to flinch if you throw a punch at them. I mean, your body's just, it's not trained to, your mind's not trained to let someone beat you up. So, I mean, nerves is a natural part of it. I think if you don't have the nerves, then, you're a little bit crazy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think the line, like my two sons I took to see Rocky Balboa. Now, prior to seeing that movie, they never wanted to see a Rocky film ever. When that movie came out, there was a line in that movie that hit me hard when he's with his son and he's in front of the champ. And Rocky says to his son, "I always feel better being a little nervous because it keeps you on your edge." Remember that line? That was a great line.
Yeah.
Because how can you be going into